Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. And today, the Russian investigation by Robert Mueller has been crushed. The Russia hoax has finally been exposed. The Mueller Report is coming out. As you can see, ABC News says, Mueller unlikely to condemn Trump in new report. No new indictments planned. In other words, this entire Russian collusion theory was proven to be an insane conspiracy theory and hoax. It's finally unraveling. Trump has been vindicated. No indictments means they're not going to indict Trump. He's not going to get impeached because, it was obviously a hoax. As we've been saying for a long time, nothing but a witch hunt by Democrats. So now that the report has come out, there's no indictments. Trump is not going to be condemned. He did not collude with Russia. Finally. So let's see what the story says. Special counsel Robert Mueller could be done issuing subpoenas for the Russia investigation, and his report will not be allowed to publicly disparage anyone not charged, according to a new report. Jonathan Karl of ABC News cited a source as saying it is looking like Mueller and his team is finished subpoenaing people as part of the probe that began in 2017 over allegations that Trump campaign worked with the Russians to win the 2016 election. Moreover, no new indictments are expected, Karl reports. The bottom line, do not expect a harsh condemnation of President Donald Trump or any of his associates if they have not been charged with crimes. Bing, bing, bing. In other words, Trump is being absolutely vindicated, and this whole Russian collusion is a hoax. Just as we all predicted, just as we all said. Democrats are absolutely insane criminals who would quite literally wage a war against a sitting president, try to get him unseated, break the law. Nothing more says corruption than that. They are despicable, deeply delusional people, all suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. Look no further than this proof. It's right in front of your eyes. If you can't see that, then you are truly lost and truly foolish. This is not the first time Karl has downplayed the contents of the coming report from Mueller. In January, he said the report is almost certain to be anticlimactic, and that prediction looks like it's going to be correct. Karl also cited a letter Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein wrote to then Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley last year that gave some clues into the Russia probe. Punishing wrongdoers through judicial proceedings is only one part of the department's mission, Rosenstein wrote. We also have a duty to prevent the disclosure of information that would unfairly tarnish people who are not charged with crimes. In fact, disclosing uncharged allegations against American citizens without law enforcement need is considered to be a violation of prosecutors' trust. And yet they had no sympathy and no doubt going after Trump, spreading these lies, basically smearing his name in the mud and brainwashing lefties. Because that's how they operate. That's all they know. Cheating. That's how they win. Rosenstein added later, no matter who an investigation involves, an ordinary citizen, a local or state politician, a campaign official, a foreign agent, an officer of the federal, legislative, executive, or judicial branch, agents and prosecutors are obligated to protect its confidentiality. Trump has long said he did not collude with the Russians, and no evidence that indicates the opposite has been made public. It is still unclear when Mueller's investigation will wrap up. Sources familiar with the investigation believe there are no more indictments coming from the special counsel, Karl concludes. If Mueller follows the guidance of the men who appointed him and supervised his investigation, he cannot publicly disparage those who have not been charged with a crime. And so, the Democratic House of Cards has fallen.
Dear God, please don't let the Mueller report be a big nothing burger. Amen. Smile. F. Mueller. That is what we get for trusting a white male for this job. Sif is now saying he wants to subpoena Mueller. Can't make this stuff up. I have read the Mueller report and it turns out in 2016 Lori Loughlin paid $600 on Craigslist for her daughter to be elected President of the United States. If the Mueller report says no collusion, Trump is going to get re-elected in a landslide. Mueller will surely end Trump. Wrong. God. I am terrified. I cannot handle Trump being vindicated. It just doesn't seem possible. The Mueller report was inside each of us all along. #Mueller report.
They also got a book and movie deal. But the story wasn't true.
Why did you do it? Why did you tell such a big lie to so many people for so long?
It wasn't a lie. It was my imagination. And in my imagination, in my mind, I believed it.
Now watch the Dems that said trust Mueller turn on special counsel Robert Mueller. MSNBC is already talking about how to manage frustration with the Mueller Report. Now that Mueller has finished his investigation, unimpeded, it's sort of funny to go back and watch this insane video from December 2017.
Donald Trump is in big trouble, and he knows it.
We are living in a dictatorship. I'm literally shaking and dry heaving right now. I just broke down in tears. I honestly don't know what to say. How could this happen? This was good over evil and the villain won. I've been crying for 2 hours straight and my wife's kids thought someone died. I told them someone did. America. We've lost Mueller. I let out a scream of rage at the top of my lungs, literally panicking and hyperventilating. My wife's son lad auntie handed me a paper bag to breathe into, but it said made in USA, so I threw it in the trash and told him to F off. I almost passed out from yelling so loud. I literally don't know what to do right now. My panic levels are reaching critical limits, and my mum threw away my prescription liquid Romans because she says they were driving me crazy. She voted for Trump. Why in the thing F did this happen? I was told Trump would be impeached, but then Trump stole this right from our helpless little hands. This world is so corrupt and rigged. I can't deal with this outcome. I will be protesting on the streets and burning my own house down since its alarm system didn't work when it let these Nazis in my home. This is so fucked.